You know what I absolutely hate is YouTube intros. Having to sit there and be like, "Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel," or "Hey, thanks for watching," or "Yo, what's up? Welcome to the channel." So, I don't know. From now on, let's just talk to each other regularly, okay? Me to you, you to me. There's no need for this very professional intro that I really just don't like to do. So, this job is taking me to Paris, California to pick up a trailer. I'm in the truck. I also go to a transfer station in this video. So, you guys are going to be able to see that and kind of see what the transfer station process is like. This transfer station that I go to, it's in Paris, California as well. And I hardly ever go. I mean, I've probably been less than 10 times. And if I'm being honest, the price isn't the best. So why would I go? Get way better rates at the landfill. And me personally, I do not deal with the problems that everybody else seems to deal with, like at the landfill. I hardly get flat tires. I mean, I've gotten maybe 5 nails in the 300 landfill trips I've done this year. So it's not been a big deal for me to just want to go to the landfill. But I did end up going to the transfer station to this day because I was running late from a job earlier this morning, and this trailer that I am picking up, it was going somewhere else. So this transfer station was really close to the job that I picked it up from, whereas if I would have taken it to a landfill, I would have had to go maybe 30 minutes out. Instead, with the transfer station, I only went about 10 minutes out. Anyway, as far as the YouTube channel goes, I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really don't have anything specific that I want to go over and make on these YouTube videos. I mean, it's more of just like a hanging out, talking, learning about this business with me. I've been doing this business for about a year now, and so I still have a lot to learn and a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish. Here I am backing up onto the ball, and as you can see, I have those little mounts right there that hold the iPad up. That's pretty cool. The iPad doesn't move around or anything like that. Grabbing my keys for the lock and the box. And right there, actually, you guys can see I ended up buying one of those Harbor Freight A-frame jacks. And I only bought it because the one at the Harbor Freight by my house, it was on clearance. I think it's $250 regular, and I got it for $150. And basically, I mean, it's okay. It's lifted. I don't know like the tongue weight conversions, but I had 3.5 or 3.7 tons in the trailer, and it lifted it fine. So that was what I was concerned about, is what happens when the trailer gets overloaded. Is it going to be able to lift the trailer onto the ball? But generally speaking, I can leave it a little higher, and then it only has to just like push down onto the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I've been pretty happy with it. It's been a lot easier than jacking, you know what I mean? So as you can see here, I'm just going to get it onto the ball. I'm going to plug in the 7-pin and do my, coupler pin, I guess that would be called. I don't know what that's called, that little pin right there. Do both my chains, they're already crossed. They sit on each side like that. And then I'm going to continue raising up that jack. Then I'm going to put away my lock. I have these puck locks that I use on all the trailers so that they're all in the same key. And then I have that tongue lock that I use. It's called Blay Lock, I think, Blay on Amazon. This is a load. I could tell right away that it probably wasn't going to be too heavy. I mean, I saw a little bit of like pavers and bricks in there, but generally speaking, when the load looks like this, usually you're pretty good, pretty safe. Right at 1,000 to 2,000 pounds. So here's how I do the tarp. I mean, everybody does a tarp different, but basically I just unroll it, kind of throw it over. I seen that I did pretty shitty throw right there, so kind of grab the ends again, try to throw them a little farther. This one, that it wasn't over the rim, I mean, at all. No area was over the rim. Really easy to tarp because you just kind of throw it over. You see what I did? I just kind of put a little bit to the side, and then I just walk it all the way across up the driveway. No bungee cord required. Just literally just grab it, pull it, grab it, pull it. And then right here, my carabiner like broke or came forward. I was kind of, what the hell's going on with that? Clip it closed, clip it on the other side as well, and then you're all set. That's like one of the first things I do when I get one of these trailers is I just put these carabiners and these little eye bolts on so that, especially when they're flat, it's super easy. You just, oh look, I wasn't able to get this off. I was tugging and tugging, it wasn't happening. So anyway, with those carabiners, it makes it super easy. No bungee cords needed for 90% of my loads, and it's still safe and efficient. So throw that in the dirty toolbox. I have those green shirts in there because I needed rags one day. I didn't have any, and so I just threw those in there because I was like, all right, well, it's gonna be my rags for now. Every pickup, I get a picture of the trailer, and I think you saw I took some pictures of the trailer of what it looked like while I was picking it up before I tarped it as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the address put in. Initially, I put in the address of the landfill because I was still thinking I wanted to go to the landfill. But as I started driving, I really decided that for the price, there was no reason to not just go to the transfer station today. If I felt like it was super heavy, 3 or 4 tons, I probably would have gone to the landfill. But because I knew it was pretty light, I just decided to go to the transfer station and eat a little bit more into the profit because I was running late for this other person that was supposed to get this one. So pulling up to this transfer station, like when I think of transfer stations, I think expensive and long wait times. There's a transfer station a lot closer to my house, maybe like 5 minutes from my house. But every single time I've been there, it's been an hour to 2 hour wait comparatively at the landfill. When I have like 10 minutes that I'm in and out, I'm just not happy with the way the transfer station is. And if I'm being honest, the transfer station gives me a hard time about like recording video or taking photos. Like every single job, because I bill on overages, I take pictures of everything that came out and then like as it's coming out. And they about escorted me out of a transfer station once saying that no photo or video was allowed. So, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Where at the landfill, they don't care what you do. I could do like somersaults and freaking burpees up and down the landfill, and they really wouldn't care, I don't think. This is what it looks like. You've never been to a transfer station. It's basically just like a big warehouse that you pull into. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a transfer station. So they transfer all of this waste into the big rigs that haul it to the landfill. So right here, this traffic person is telling me where to line up at, and because I don't have a camera, I should have maybe got out and put it on the back so you guys can see me backing up. But first time Johnny out here, it was really easy backing up into this space. It's crazy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking smack, but being at the landfill, you definitely see the person that hasn't backed up a trailer before or isn't as familiar with it, because sometimes they have a hard time and they're just going back and forth trying to get it figured out. But this one was pretty easy for me. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of the car, I'm gonna grab my gloves, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the process of how I dump it. The first thing I do is I just click the tarp loose. Well, first I'm gonna put my gloves on, I guess. I'm gonna click the tarp loose, and then I'm gonna go to the back and I'm gonna do everything that I need to do in the back of the trailer before I come back to the front. So I unhook it, and then I unhook it. I'm gonna clip both doors open on each side. Luckily, it didn't smell in there today. I have a terrible problem with smells, so dude, sometimes I'm like gagging and shit inside these fucking places, but it didn't smell here, and that was good. These guys were cool. They said, "What's up?" I probably look kind of weird to them because I'm freaking wearing a GoPro on my head like a dummy, but it's pretty common now, I think. Anyway, so I grab this bar, safety bar thing, whatever, throw it in the back of the truck, and then if you can see, I use my left hand to just guide the tarp to where it rolls up evenly. It's pretty nice. Sometimes you see these guys that roll up their tarp super trashy. I just don't like it. To me, it looks ghetto to bring it to the customer's house like that. So I try to roll it up as evenly as possible, and then I even put it on these clips so that I can tighten it down one more time, and it's not going to go anywhere, and it looks, looks pretty good, I think. I just realized that I had put a wireless remote on this trailer, so I was looking for the remote right here. It actually doesn't work very well. I don't know if I did something wrong or what, but I have to like hold it for 2 seconds and then let go, and then hold it for 2 seconds and then let go, hold it for 2 seconds and let go. So that's what I was doing here. It's why it's gonna take a little bit longer to lift up, but I didn't speed this part up just so you guys can kind of see exactly how long it takes. Nothing in here is cut, so I think from the time of the landfill to the time that I leave was maybe 3 minutes. I mean, like I said, nothing's cut, so you can really see how quickly I'm able to get in and out. And there was one truck in front of me. It's that truck right there. So I probably waited like 3-4 minutes before they let me in after he parked. So this whole transfer station trip really only took me 10 minutes, which I know I just got done saying about how I hate the transfer station because I wait so long. But this was a good experience today. And, because it was only 1 ton, I think here I pay 80 a ton, or I think it was actually 85 a ton. So it was 1 ton. I spent 85. I'd rather not. I mean, I could go to the landfill in the same county for 40 a ton. But like I said, I was running late, and I really just didn't want to take up any more time. And if I'm being honest, the landfill that I was going to have to go to, there usually is a line there too. So, it's all good. So anyway, I'm going to pull forward here, let all the stuff out. And then actually, I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm actually hitting the down button on that remote so that the box can start to come down. This trailer right here that I have, this is my first trailer that I ever bought. And for some reason, the freaking cylinder comes down so slow. I mean, the slowest out of all 4 trailers. And it just takes forever for this thing to get back to the ground. I don't know why. Maybe one of you guys can tell me why in the comments, because I got no clue. Anyway, I mean, if I'm being honest, that's about it. This is really the whole job, I dropped this trailer off to somebody for $340. I drove maybe 15 minutes away from my house to drop it off to them. I picked it up the next day, 24 hours later. I brought it to the transfer station. I did have to spend $85 to dump it out. It was 1 ton. And then I took it to somebody else for another $340. It was about 25 minutes away from here. So, at the end of the day, I really think, again, I know I always talk about it, but this is a great business. I mean, this is definitely worth it for me compared, to what I was doing. And I was already home, by 11 a.m. this day. It was great. I'm really excited to be doing this, and I'm thankful for all 200 of you guys that have subscribed to me on here on YouTube. If you guys have come from my TikTok, thank you. But if you guys came and found me naturally on YouTube as well, I'm excited to have you. And if you haven't checked me out on TikTok if you have it, at Elite Equipment Rentals, because I've got a nice little following on there, and I don't advertise my YouTube on there at all. I basically refuse to advertise my YouTube on there just to see if I can actually make an audience on here as well. If you guys got any questions for me, please feel free to put them down in the comments. I'm probably going to go to like a weekly upload type schedule. I don't really know. I didn't do the face cam this video because I didn't really want to. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, later.